Elisa Lam's disappearance and mysterious death at the infamous Cecil Hotel is a chilling tale of intrigue, suspense, and horror. A bright young woman's solo journey takes a dark turn as she encounters a mysterious stranger, Daniel, whose charm quickly turns sinister. As Elisa's diary entries reveal her growing fear, her sudden death raises more questions than answers. Was it an accident, a mental health crisis, or something far more malevolent? This is the haunting story of a young woman's tragic end and the secrets lurking in the shadows of the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam was like any other 21-year-old, bright, ambitious, and eager to explore the world. A Canadian student at the University of British Columbia, Elisa had decided to take a solo trip to California in early 2013. She wanted to escape the cold, dreary Vancouver winter and immerse herself in the bustling energy of Los Angeles. Her social media posts chronicled her excitement, sharing snippets of her journey with her followers. She called it her West Coast adventure, planning to visit San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. But the highlight of her trip was meant to be a stay at the infamous Cecil Hotel. Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, the Cecil Hotel had a reputation that both intrigued and unnerved Elisa. It was cheap, centrally located, and rich in history. However, it was also infamous for its dark past, a haven for criminals, a site of suicides, and even a temporary home to notorious serial killers like Richard Ramirez. Elisa, ever the thrill-seeker, was undeterred. On January 26, 2013, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. She was assigned a shared room on the 5th floor, a budget-friendly option. Her roommates, however, complained about her erratic behavior, prompting the hotel staff to move her to a private room after just 2 days. To the casual observer, Elisa seemed like any other tourist. She visited bookstores, posted about her love for coffee shops, and even bought souvenirs for her family. Yet, beneath her cheerful demeanor, there were signs of turmoil. Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, conditions she openly discussed on her blog. She was prescribed medications, but whether she was consistently taking them during her trip remains unclear. It was on her second night at the Cecil that Elisa met Daniel. He was tall, with dark, piercing eyes and an enigmatic smile. Daniel claimed to be a writer staying at the Cecil for inspiration. The two struck up a conversation in the hotel lobby, bonding over their shared love of literature and adventure. Elisa found him charming, and before long, they were inseparable. Daniel introduced Elisa to the hidden corners of Los Angeles, secret jazz bars, midnight diners, and graffiti-covered alleys. Elisa's social media posts became increasingly cryptic, filled with poetic musings and vague references to a mysterious stranger. Her followers noticed a change in her tone. She seemed both exhilarated and uneasy. On January 31st, Elisa was scheduled to check out of the Cecil Hotel and continue her journey to Santa Cruz. But she never made it. Her family, alarmed when they couldn't reach her, contacted the Los Angeles Police Department. Flyers with Elisa's photo were plastered across the city, and the media picked up the story. As days turned into weeks, the search for Elisa intensified. The LAPD released surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator on the night of her disappearance. The video was unsettling, to say the least. Elisa appeared agitated, pressing multiple elevator buttons, peeking out into the hallway, and making erratic hand gestures. At times, it seemed as though she was speaking to someone just out of frame. The footage went viral, sparking countless theories. Was Elisa being followed? Was she experiencing a mental health crisis? Or was something far more sinister at play? On February 19th, after weeks of fruitless searching, hotel guests began complaining about low water pressure and an unusual taste in the water. Maintenance workers were sent to inspect the rooftop water tanks. What they found would haunt them forever. Inside one of the tanks, floating lifelessly, was Elisa Lam's body. She was naked, her clothes and belongings submerged nearby. The discovery sent shockwaves through the community, raising more questions than answers. How had Elisa gained access to the rooftop, which was secured by locked doors and an alarm system? How had she climbed into the water tank, which was heavy and difficult to open? The autopsy report ruled out physical trauma or foul play, but could not determine how Elisa ended up in the tank. As investigators delved deeper, they uncovered a chilling connection between Elisa and Daniel. Hotel staff confirmed that Daniel had stayed at the Cecil during the same period as Elisa, but he had mysteriously checked out the day after her disappearance. Further investigation revealed that Daniel was not a writer, but a drifter with a history of mental instability and a fascination with the macabre. Detectives found Elisa's diary in her hotel room. Her final entries were disjointed, filled with references to feeling watched and unsafe. She wrote about Daniel's erratic behavior, his possessiveness, and her growing fear of him. One entry, dated January 30th, read, "I'm not sure if I can trust him. There's something he's not telling me." Piecing together witness statements and surveillance footage, detectives reconstructed Elisa's final hours. On the night of her disappearance, she was seen arguing with Daniel in the hotel lobby. He appeared agitated, pulling her arm as she tried to walk away. This was the last time anyone saw Elisa alive. That night, guests reported hearing muffled screams coming from the upper floors. One guest claimed to have seen a shadowy figure on the rooftop moving erratically. Elisa's diary later revealed she had planned to confront Daniel about his lies and end their relationship. Did this confrontation escalate into something more sinister? When questioned, Daniel denied any involvement in Elisa's death. However, inconsistencies in his story and his sudden disappearance raised suspicions. A search of his abandoned room revealed disturbing writings and sketches, many of which depicted a woman resembling Elisa trapped in a tank of water. Forensic evidence from Elisa's belongings found traces of Daniel's fingerprints, but not enough to definitively link him to her death. Theories swirled about a ritualistic killing or even supernatural forces at play within the cursed walls of the Cecil Hotel. Despite mounting evidence, Daniel was never found. The case of Elisa Lam's death remains officially unsolved, leaving room for endless speculation. Was it an unfortunate accident, the result of a mental health crisis, or a calculated act of violence by a disturbed individual? To this day, the Cecil Hotel stands as a monument to its dark history, a place where the line between the natural and the supernatural blurs. Elisa's story continues to captivate and terrify, a tragic reminder of the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of the human psyche.